Hello friends, how are you today? It's Sharon here. Sorry, I'm just trying to see where I'm at on our Facebook page. I'm live on Essential Stencils page here, and I'm also going live on my I Restore Stuff page. So if you're watching, let me know where you're tuning in from. Would love to hear from you today. We're going to be crafting and using the new Essential Stencil April set, some of that, and I'm going to be showing you some Totally Dazzled bling so we can just uplift our stencil, our signs and things. So let me just make sure I've got you on the right page here. I do have on the screen behind me, I'm sharing my computer. Hello Barbara, hi Lisa, hi Cindy, Debbie, great to see you. So if you're joining and you're on my I Restore Stuff page, that's amazing. I may not be able to see your comments, but I can see Essential Stencil comments coming on through, and Totally Dazzled will be sharing this live onto their page as well. So welcome to anyone here who's normally watches Totally Dazzled's crafting lives. Welcome to the Essential Stencil live today too. So I'm an ambassador for Essential Stencils. My name's Sharon and I'm from the blog I Restore Stuff. I love to upcycle furniture and home decor, and so I love to also use some of the stencils on my furniture pieces and upcycled furniture. Hi Melissa. For today, and I'd love to make signs too, so because that's all a part of home decor as well. So I love to do some sign making, and I'm really excited about this bling. Now, usually, if you know my style, I'm more of a farmhousey kind of person, and I'm like, when we saw the bling thing, I'm like, how can I use that? Oh my goodness, there are some great things at Totally Dazzled that can still be using. Oh, we're backwards. Okay, thanks for letting me know. I will change that and flip that around so that we can see it the right way. That's one thing I forgot to do just now. So let me see, how do I get back to seeing the comments? There we go. Is that better? Now you can see Essential Stencil, that's who we're with. All right, so now you can see on the screen behind me, that's probably coming out better now. This is the Bling and Stencil Crafting Challenge. So if you want to be a part of the challenge, the link is up there on the live, and you should be able to see that soon with Essential Stencil showing that to you. But here it is. So you can join the challenge for a chance to get featured, first of all. So your page, if you have a page, you might get featured on Essential Stencil or Totally Dazzled. And let me just scroll up. And you can win a shopping spree. So you've got a couple of weeks to do this challenge. It finishes on May the 8th. So if I was you, I would make sure you get your crafting supplies. If you don't have any Totally Dazzled product, you can use my links. I'd love you to use my links that are in the description of the live or here during this live to grab those. And you can at the same time get 25% off site-wide at both Essential Stencil and Totally Dazzled. So there's that. You're going to save heaps doing it that way. So the code for you to use to get that 25% off is, here it is, TDES25. So 25 is obviously for the 25%. And TD is Totally Dazzled, ES, Essential Stencil 25. So TDES 25 will save you 25% on both Essential Stencil and Totally Dazzled. So use those links that are right there in the description of the live, or, and while we're watching today, Essential Stencil will pop those links up there for you. How are you? Yes, it is a win-win, Kim. Obviously, it is such a win-win. Oh, and I'm so excited to show you the stencil set that I'm going to be using today, and it's going to be the Nursery Safari Animals. So don't go anywhere. Thank you so much, Bronwyn, sprinkling out in California. So sprinkling means just hit that little share button and share it with your Facebook page or group that you're in, if you're allowed to share links in your group or lives in your group. So there's a how to enter on this link that shows you all about the challenge. You could just create using Totally Dazzled and Essential Stencil products, and then you take a photo of your piece, highlighting a beautiful finished product, and then you post your project on Facebook or Instagram. You can post it at both places, and you can use this hashtag so that we can find it, because Essential Stencil and Totally Dazzled want to be able to find your project. So use this hashtag TDES, so that's Totally Dazzled Essential Stencil Challenge, TDES Challenge. That's the hashtag you'll need to add. So all the instructions are right there at this link that we are posting everywhere right now, and you can win a shopping spree if you get chosen. So there's a little selection process. The winners will be announced on Thursday, May the 11th. The challenge actually finishes on May the 8th. So the challenge goes till May the 8th. There's a first prize, second prize, third prize, hundreds of dollars worth of shopping spree at both of those places. So that is going to be exciting. So thanks for joining me on this, your Wednesday night. And I will just see if I can stop mirroring this page. So, well, maybe we'll leave it there. But I want to be able to see your comments on my laptop, so I'll do that in a second. Colette says, it's 25% off, and the code to use is TDES25 when you use that code, and our links that we provide there for you. I've got so many things going on here. One of the things I want to show you today, some people might have seen this, the Totally Dazzled Ultimate Rhinestone Applicator Kit. That's one of the things I want to show you today. I had a little practice. I don't know if you saw this on my page. Essential Stencil shared it. But it's a butterfly. It's just a gift bag. And I had a little practice with my mum this week. So you can see the Dazzle right here. And I used the applicator kit for that, the tool for that. But obviously we can also use glue and different applications. So let's get started with our stenciling project. I'll point this down here. I do have my little notes here so that you can refer to those if we need to. Essential Stencil has just popped our link up there for Essential Stencil. And don't forget to use that code TDES25, and that will get you 25% off. And that includes your stencil brushes. So these are great for your stenciling projects. If you're watching and you are from Totally Dazzled, joining us over here today, you can get the Essential Stencil brushes and all of the things. All right, so let's have a look at what's in this set today. It is the nursery safari animals. So cute, adorable little cartoon-like characters. There's the lion, there's the tiger. Well, it's a little kid dressed up as a Tigger the tiger. It looks like a little giraffe, baby animals. So cute. We have, don't forget that you do get an instruction tips on how to stencil when you order anything from Essential Stencil. Look at this sloth. Isn't that the most adorable? So it is a 6-pack with a bonus. So really that means you get 7 stencils all in the one pack. I'll show you those. We have the little monkey, which I'll be using today, and baby elephant. I'm holding them up against the black cardstock because they stand out a little better. The baby elephant. And then the bonus is this fun stencil where you can add flowers, you can add the leaves, you can add bananas, you can add glasses to the different animals. So we might add a couple of those things on there. I've got my elephant, I have monkey, so I'm going to stencil those to start with, and then we're going to add maybe some of these and a little bit of bling. Now some of the bling that I got from Totally Dazzled, some of the Dazzle products. Obviously, I did get the Ultimate Rhinestone Applicator Kit, and that literally comes with four lots. Like there's thousands in there. It feels like, I don't know how many really, but they're all numbered. They all have a code on the back to tell you what size they are. There are some that I got that have, some are different colors, some are different sizes, okay? So it's all on the back, what sizes they are and what you need for your tools for the applicator kit. But that is so much fun. And it also comes with the glue. We'll go through that in a minute when I pull that all out. But I also got some of the butterfly pack, which I'm not sure, but I looked last night and some of these were sold out. This is butterfly kit, gorgeous butterflies and friends it might be, because we've got dragonflies on here. I think that's a little dragonfly. Isn't that gorgeous? And so you just literally, you can hot glue them, or you can use the, what is it, you guys? I'm in Australia, so if you're new to my page, you might have recognized my accent. It's a bit different. B7000. I don't know if we've got that here in Australia, but that comes with your rhinestone toolkit. This looks like a bumblebee of some kind. Isn't that just adorable? So these are all things that you can get from, and there's another dragonfly, really pretty. And so we can combine those kind of things, you know, with your flowers, your transfers from Essential Stencil. I was going to add transfers in here today, and I'm like, nope, too many things. So this is gorgeous. I've got the key set. Now this is rose gold. A lot of Totally Dazzled things come in different colors. There's antique gold or antique bronze, I think it's called. What is it? What's the other packet? Antique bronze. So the back of the checks here, you can see the little checkered pieces that I've got. Isn't this adorable? I might add that one today. The black and white checks. These are cute. Some of them have got little pearls around the rim of them. So that's the check set. And then we've got these adorable keys. Now, I love antique keys. This is rose gold, but you can get the keys in different colors also. There's the butterfly set was the gold. So you've got gold, I think there's silver, rose gold, and antique bronze. So lots of different sizes in that key set. You've got really huge, large ones. This one's got little rhinestones or diamantes inside it. So, so pretty. I love it. Right down to this is the tiniest key. Isn't that adorable? It just would make it a lovely... Now you can add this to signs, you can add it to clothing, you can add it to paper or cardstock to create cards and gift bags like I did with this butterfly. And that was using the Essential Stencil butterfly stencil. So much that you can do. So let's get started with stenciling. I'm going to be using my stencil brushes. If you're new to stenciling, if you have not stenciled before, I just have a random piece of cardstock that I've cut from packaging. You can use a paper towel if you like, or a paper plate as your offloading thing. So I'm going to be using some Fusion Mineral Paint. This is the color Hazelwood. You can use any acrylic-based, water-based paint to do your crafting or stenciling with. It really doesn't matter. I'm going to try my best to read comments here. Let me just see if I can find you guys. If you are watching on my I Restore Stuff page, I may not be able to see your comments, but if you come over to the Essential Stencil page. Oh, hi Marianne, thank you. I'm not sure how I can see this comments live, but we'll do our best to keep it going. Keep it flowing. All right, so here's our monkey and our elephant. Now these, I've just pre-painted the boards into some white paint. They're just a plywood. I don't know if you can hear that rain. It's raining heavy outside right now at my place on this Thursday morning here in Australia. I know it's Wednesday night there in the USA. Welcome to you wherever you are watching from. Now Essential Stencils, stencil brushes are flat on top. They've got beautiful natural bristles, so they wash out just with some soapy water. They range from a 1/2 inch brush right through to a 7/8 inch brush. These are sort of fine lines, so I might just be using the 2 smaller ones today. If you'd like, you can tape your piece down so that you make sure, I've got to leave room because I want to add these leaves probably down the bottom here. If you want to make sure you're not going to move your stencil, then let's do that. Now this Hazelwood colour, I feel like it's a nice sort of brownish grey. I don't know how else to describe it. It sort of feels like it would be an elephant colour or a monkey colour, either way. I do also have another sort of darker, I think that's a bit darker colour on hand, so I may use a different one, or I could just go on with this same one for both. Nancy, you're a little bit confused about how you enter the project in the contest. All the instructions are right there on the link, so if you click on that link that we've provided there in the description, it tells you all about the challenge and how to enter. So you just have to be using both Essential Stencil and Totally Dazzled products in your piece. Take a picture, post it publicly on your page using the hashtag so that we find it, hashtag TDES challenge, and then we'll see that, and then they enter into sort of a competition, judging, and then the best one, I think they pick 3 winners. 3 winners are chosen. It's all there in the instructions on that. So I've on that link. I'm just dipping this into the lid portion here. I do have a bunch on my brush, But for those of you who are new to stenciling, you need to offload your brush and sort of work it into the ends of the bristles. So I've offloaded there, working it into the bristles over here. And I'm going to start with the elephant. You probably can't see the outline there because now I'm going to use it's white on white. That's finish my sentence. I'm using a swirling motion, and the reason I can do that without getting paint bleeding under the edge there is because I've offloaded so much paint off the bristles that there's hardly any paint on the brush. Okay, so you can only do this if you've got hardly any paint on the brush. Otherwise, it's going to seep under the edges of your stencil and cause fuzzy edges. We don't want fuzzy edges on our stencil projects. You want nice, crisp, clean edges. So it's better to do 2 coats of two thin coats rather than have too much on your brush and risk it flowing underneath. So yes, Nancy, that's correct. So you just post it on your own page, but use that hashtag in the description. Correct. But if you're posting it on your personal page, make sure that you have made that post public. You know, that it'll have the little world or the globe, not just your friends. Because if you just post it to friends, only your friends are going to see that. And Essential Stencil and Totally Dazzled will not be able to find your project. So if you're posting it on your personal page, it has to be public. And if you are posting it on your business page or your crafting page, usually those are public pages anyway, right? So they will be easily found. And it's probably better to post it on your crafting page because if you're trying to operate as a business, you want the most reach there. So if you post it onto your crafting page or your business page that you own, that you're an admin of, then you have the chance of it being shared by a lot of people. If we can see that hashtag there, we can find you to share it. So I hope that is all clear. Oh, Misty's asking, do you know when the brushes are back in stock? I didn't know they were out of stock. I'm sorry. Essential Stencil will be able to answer that for you. So I'm just getting a little bit more on my brush and being careful not to, I'm just kind of smushing and swirling but wriggling because I feel like I've just had a little bit too much on my brush. You can stipple the brush if you like, but I find that I like the swirling because I like the coverage better. It just covers a lot better. So I'm happy with that. I'm happy with the coverage. Now this is just sort of an outline type of stencil. There are some stencils that have that filling in. You can fill them in. You could even fill them in with our detail brushes. Essential Stencil has some detail brushes. I'll hold that up a bit closer so you can see the nice crisp edges. And it comes with practice, okay guys? Sometimes people say, oh, I keep making a mess and I keep getting fuzzy edges on my stenciling. That's only because you've probably not offloaded enough off onto the side of your cardboard. So make sure you offload, keep offloading until there's hardly anything on your brush. And if you can barely see it, okay, so I'm just gonna try this now with the monkey. I'll just use the same paint. I'm going to try that with the monkey, and I feel like I've used it all there. So if I've hardly got any, that's okay, because I can always go back and do more. So I feel like I've hardly got any, but I have still got a little bit on there. I could do with a bit more, but see, even hardly anything still shows, I'll lift that up, still shows as nice crisp edges on there. But you get used to it and you get a feel for it the more you practice. And so I would suggest putting your stencil, for example, this is my stencil, on a piece of cardboard and practice here first until you're happy with it, and then you can go on with stenciling on your project. Okay, so we're going on with our little monkey now. Rhonda says, oh boy, I need the nursery animals. Yes, they would, Rhonda. They would work great with the growth chart. If you have one of the growth charts, they would work perfectly for that. So we are going to be adding some Totally Dazzled bling to our cute little nursery animals. And you could create these in all sorts of colours, you know, theme it to your nursery room. You don't have to stick with animal colours, do we? We can just add whatever colours you like on here. So let me know if you're brand new to stenciling. Let me know if you've never tried it before. I'd love to see in the comments. And guys, I need to remind you that we actually give away prizes at the end of our lives, so stay tuned for that. 3 lucky winners will be going home with some, we'll be receiving some prizes at the end, and we pick those winners out of our conversation here, so join in the conversation and let us know if you've been able to share our live just now, because I'd love you to be able to do that. That's amazing. So the winners will be chosen from the Essential Stencil Live. I have to remind people that, because if you're watching from my I Restore Stuff page, that's not where the winners will be picked from. So that's a bit, sorry if that's confused you. Okay, I think I'm good there. Got the little monkey on. Hopefully I've put them in the right place so that I can add this, because I'm going to add, this is the bonus that you get, is 6 little animals plus a bonus of these fun things. Now some people are probably going to be asking, how do you clean your stencils? Oh look, hang on just a minute. I'm going to place this back down because I've just realized I didn't get his toes quite covered as much as I would like. So we're just going to try and tickle his toes a little bit more. Wasn't enough on the brush. Okay. People are going to be asking, how do you clean your stencils? If you were doing it immediately, which I won't be able to because during the live I don't want to sit here and bore you with cleaning. You can use baby wipes. Some people use those, or you could use just some soapy water. Some people just use their dishwashing water, soap, and scrub them off. Also, if you've used this paint, which is actually really excellent for furniture painting, and it fuses, like the name suggests, fusion mineral paint. If you're using this, it'll dry and really stick well to the stencils. So I use Awesome Spray when it's dried on really, really solidly. So there's those 2 stencils. I'll put them aside for washing later. So now I've got my cute little monkey and my elephant. I want to add some leaves probably down here for the monkey. We could try, oh, I didn't bring a green for the leaves. Well, that's not going to work then. Maybe I'll just add some flowers here for the elephant. I could add some glasses for the monkey, or I'll get my green later and add that on. So I'm just going to layer that over the top. You could also make this go on the elephant's head like a little just like a little floral thing for his head. See how they've shaped it so that you could do that on the head? You could also add the glasses to give them some little glasses. Might add the glasses to the monkey, because I feel like that's a cheeky monkey thing to add glasses to, and add some bananas on there. We could stick the bananas on his head too. But I do want to add the bling. So I'm going to add the flowers down the bottom, and I want to add some bling up the top here. So let's see. I want to pop this in a wet cloth. So if I'm going to be using that color later, I can just go back to it, and I will use let's do some bright yellow flowers down the bottom, and then I'll use the yellow brush for adding bananas to the monkey. I'm just using another Essential Stencil brush, 5/8 inch brush, dipping a little bit into the lid because there's lots in there when I've shaken the pot, but I'm going to wipe that off. Now I'm offloading again. For those of you who've just joined me, I'm making some nursery signs, and we are talking about the challenge today, that you can enter the challenge using these, using the link. There's more info on the links that we're sharing there. And you can also save 25% using this code, TDES25, when you go to those links. Now, I don't want to get this banana, so I'm just putting my flowers down underneath the elephant, adding those here, but I just use a bit of tape to those areas where I don't want to add it. Now this is yellow on a white background, so I'm wondering it may not stand out as much. So it's up to you to sort of just experiment with what backgrounds work with what colours. And I feel like the yellow is a very light colour, so it may not turn out as bold on this, but you get the idea. And you can experiment with different colours. I could, you know, add some green to make those leaves stand out to be green, but I didn't bring green out with me. Okay, so adding a little bit of floral to the bottom here. An elephant stencil. Yeah, see, it doesn't turn out as bright, and that's where you could sort of potentially use a shadowing technique underneath that. So if you are new to Essential Stencils page, go check out some of the other videos, or there's a playlist on shadowing that shows you step by step on how to do create a shadow effect. Let's see if I might try it with the monkey. I'll add his glasses. So what I'm going to do is use that. I'm going to put this in the wet cloth. It helps me to keep that from drying out. And I'm just going to add these glasses. Again, I'm going to have to, I'll grab this little piece of tape. Just tape it there so the bananas don't accidentally come over the top of this. So I'll add, see if it's got a little bit. Can you see that? Maybe it's a little bit far away to see. It's just a touch. So I haven't done a full coverage, but I want it to be just underneath, sitting underneath the yellow. I'm going to do these yellow glasses to match with these yellow bananas they're coming up soon. Okay. So see how that's not as crisp and fully covered as the monkey outline itself. So it's just a light smattering there because I hardly used anything from on here. Now I'm going to grab the yellow and we'll wipe off the glasses. So when we are creating a shadowed effect, I'll explain this here. We lay our stencil back down exactly on the glasses. Then I'm going to shift it slightly up and slightly across, ever so slightly, and you probably can't even see that shift because it's too close. But if you do check out some of our other shadowing videos, you'll be able to see what I mean. And we want the glasses still to fit him, so I should have probably done the shadow a little bit off-centered. But this might help the yellow to pop out a bit more on the stencil. So let's have a go at that, shifting it slightly so that we see that shadow of the brown underneath. And I'm swirling and wiggling to get a good coverage there of that yellow. And now you can sort of see a little bit of a shadow behind his glasses right there. Can you see that? Okay, so let's do that again with the bananas. I think we can add the bananas on here. Now this time I'm going to tape over this side so we don't get glasses, and then tape this side so we don't get flowers. The rest, these leaves are a fair way away from that here. So I'm going to sit these bananas down maybe at his feet somewhere. Maybe they're just a bunch on the side, I don't know. Not sure where to put them. I could put them on his head, but I was trying to add something else on his head. Maybe I could still do that. Let's sit the bananas on his head. So again, I'm going to try that shadowing technique so those bananas stand out a little bit better. See if I've got any left on my brush to shadow with. Just a little background. Yeah, that's hardly anything on there. So see, you can just see the outline of the bananas. Now I'll go back with my yellow and go, so we want to sit this directly on top of the stencil so that we can see exactly where it the shadow is, and then we shift it slightly to the side and slightly up, ever so slightly, and we'll get a little shadow background there. You're still with me. This stencil set, Maggie's asking, it is called Nursery Safari Animals. It comes with a set of 6 baby animals and this bonus stencil that I'm using now, which has bananas, it has leaves, and it has glasses and flowers. So you can mix and match that with the animals themselves. So that helps the bananas stand out. Now what I could do also is using, so Essential Stencil has these detail brushes, so you could use these little, and they're very great artist brushes. We also refer to them sometimes as bridging brushes. So when you do word stencils, you can actually fill in the bridges where the stencil has these little lines. So see, for example, on this monkey's foot, there's a little gap down the bottom right there, little gap, and that's the bridge where the stencil is holding on so that it, you know, it stencils. It's so that it works. Don't know how else to say it. But you can close that gap with these little artist brushes. So what you could do is fill in your bananas with this detail brush. Let's just go ahead and do some of that right now because I think that'll be fun. And I want to just offload a little bit because I don't want it too much, but then we can just sort of go and we make our banana. Oh, we can use a bit more than that. Makes the banana stand out a lot more. Makes them a bit brighter. And there we go. And you can still see those outlines there because I used that shadow underneath. It's still, you can see that effect on there. Oops, I've just covered it up. Maybe it would be more effective if I just did this, dip it, and then offload it a little bit to just have a bit less on there. So now I can see the bananas fully covering the monkey's head. Aren't these just the cutest little animals though? So I'm covering up that outline of his head there. But you can use, I'm not an artist, but you can use your artistic skills to just really embellish that and make it fun. All right, so let's get on to our dazzling because I wanted to do that. Now the first thing I wanted to do also, and I could use that yellow brush for this, just dipping that in water, is using a little bit of Fusion metallic paint. Now there's another stencil here, and I didn't put this link in here for this one, but I thought it would be fun to use. And I just saw Amanda use this as well over on her, I didn't know she was going to do that, over on her Metal Modern Designs page, was this swan. This swan stencil is called Swan Princess, and it has a cute little crown on it. And I thought, I want to use that crown for my elephant today and make a little elephant princess. So wouldn't this look cute for a little girl's room? You could add a princess crown on it, and then we're going to embellish that crown with some rhinestones from Totally Dazzled. But look, it fits perfectly up here. So I could use the yellow as the background, as a bit of a shadow effect. Let's see how we can fit this. Grab our yellow again, and then I want to use this metallic bling and then add some fun rhinestones on that. So we're adding some yellow. Now this, when you're using the metallic paints, a lot of metallic paints, they're made with mica. Oops, I didn't want to get that little eye on there. So this is just an extra little piece that belongs in the swan set. It doesn't come with the animal set. So remember that. I'll pop that over there. No, we don't. We need that for our metallic. I'm just going to put it away. And then I'll use this metallic paint. Now I haven't washed my brush out. Ideally you could use a different brush or just wash it out, but I don't mind the metallic sharing a little bit of colour with the yellow. And I'm just actually going to swirl it on there because it kind of makes it look sparkly, like a sparkly yellow. So I'm going to add the crown back again, and it uses it as a bit of a base on the metallics. That's what I was going to say before. and it may not show up as metallic-like on video, but it will have a bit of a shine to it when you put it in certain lights. So it does have a shimmer. You'll just have to believe me on that. Look at that cute little princess. You can imagine using this for a baby's room and putting baby's name on top of this, or you could use it to create cards or even gift bags like the one I'm going to show you that I was showing my mum Totally Dazzled products the other day. We had a public holiday here in Australia, and so I went over and hung out with my mum, and we created some fun using Essential Stencil and Totally Dazzled. So let's see if we can stick on some Dazzle here. Now, I was going to put onto the crown something fun there. I think we're going to be using, I'm going to just heat up also my hot glue gun, just in case I need that. Just in case I need that. Thank you, Diane. Thank you so much for sprinkling things. Yeah, Sandy says, I love to crown things. And you know what? Totally Dazzled has crown dazzle as well, like little crowns. And I didn't get those ones. I got the keys, I got the checks, and I got butterflies and bees, because I thought that works great with our stencils that are bee and honey stencils. But yes, and the antique keys. Oops, I didn't show you that. So if you've just joined, here's some of the Dazzle that I've got from Totally Dazzled to embellish some of my signs. Now, with your rhinestone kit, let me just have a look at that first. We'll go on to do those in a minute. I just wanted to show you this tool and some of the fun things that you can do with it. Let me put away some stuff. Does your craft area ever get too cluttered and you're kind of like, oh my goodness, I need to make some space here. So the animal set from Essential Stencils was the Nursery Animal Safari, and then I did use the little crown from the Swan Princess set. So I didn't add that to our links there, but that's okay. You can just search Essential Stencil for Swan and you'll find it. Don't forget that there is a save 25% code, TDES25. And that will save you 25% at both Essential Stencil and Totally Dazzled. So for this, I stenciled using the butterfly stencil in the Heartfelt Florals set, which is a pack of 3. I used that, stenciled this on in white, and then I went ahead with the tool that I'm going to show you now and added some of these rhinestones. Now I've got the set, the whole thing. I'll show you what it comes with. Instructions, beautiful instructions, safety instructions as well. So very easy to follow, because I thought when I first got it, I thought, how intimidating. I don't know if I can do this, but it's really worth it. I've got the link there for the tool kit. It comes with the tool itself, which if you're in Australia, let me know if you're in Australia, because yes, Totally Dazzled ships to Australia, but you will need an Australian power plug, which I got myself from our local electronics shop, and that will help me convert this to Australian power. No, I'm only kidding. I didn't shock myself. It all works. It works great. So that is good to know. So it has a switch at the back here. So when you turn that on, I've got to turn it on at the wall first. That will be helpful. So it does light up when it's on. So I don't know if you can see the red light there. So now our light is on. So we're going to be warming that up. And to do that, we want this little thing. Look, it's a cute little piece of, it's a tool holder thingy. My official word for it. So you want to put that, you don't want to rest something hot. It's kind of like having your glue gun sitting to the side on top of a piece of cardboard. So I'm going to let that, oh no, first of all, before we warm it up, I need to add the size that we need to cover our Dazzle tool with. Okay, so I've read the instructions, and this tool is great for on paper, which we've got here, cardstock, and fabrics, guys. So if you are wanting to dazzle and bling your denim jacket this season, you can do that. It comes with these little trays, which are so helpful for holding your rhinestones. So I'll just show you one of those. It comes with a pair of tweezers. It comes with a little cleaner, which cleans these little gold bits. I'll show you that in a minute. It comes with your B7000 glue. I'm telling you, we got everything today. And this is a rhinestone picker-upper with a little wax tip and a spare one over there. So guys, I'm going to be using that to pick out my rhinestones. So before we turn this on, we want to get one of these little tool tips. And these are the things that heat up, and it's just like magic. I used it for the first time and I'm like, oh my goodness, that is really cool. It just sticks. So you can see all these little jewels are totally stuck to my butterfly. I'll show you how we'll do it in just a minute. So I'm going to grab one of those, and I've looked already and I know that this is the right size, but there's different sizes for the different size jewels, rhinestones, okay? So I'm just going to be using one of the different colored rhinestones here. They have ruby, rose, emerald, shimmer, teal, sapphire. So all the different colors are listed, and they're all numbered in this easy to use little set here. So we'll put the rest aside. We have so many colors, so many different sizes. That is the, this is the Ultimate Rhinestone Applicator Kit. So before you turn it on, because you don't want to do this while it's hot, you've got to screw in the tip that you'll be using for the right size. Now it has the size marked on the tool, and then the sizes are marked on the back of your rhinestone kit. This is SS10, so that's the size we want. So now I can turn it on. Now I'm going to heat it up. Got it. We got that happening. Put my tool aside. Marva has the Pick Me Upper tool. You bedazzled a pair of sneakers. That is so awesome. Sneakers, yes, that's perfect. That will work perfectly. So my mum found it easier to use the tweezers to pick them up and place them on here. But today I'll show you how to use the wax picker. Now, my mum loves she has done for years, those diamond dots, and she uses a similar trays and like a kind of a wax picker upper thing for picking up the diamond dots and placing them on the already adhesive surface. But these little bit similar, but way different. So we'll use the glue in a minute for our little elephant. What color should I choose? I've got a few colors on here. I don't know if you can see them all. There's a clear but dazzly one here. There's yellow, a gold kind of color in the middle. And then I've used a blue on the outside of here. And I think that this is even pink on these strips along here. So I'm just going to show you how I put, let's see, what we do, a darker pink or something? Maybe it's the same pink, I'm not sure. I'll just add a few to the inside of this. I've added some to the flowers over here. They're clear. So I'm just opening up this number 10, which number 10 says on the back, it's pink diamond. And it's a size 10, which is the right size we have here on our tool. And I'm just going to tip that in. See, none of the others get out. It's just those little guys. Then close it right back up. Snap locks in there. Brilliant. Now some of these are upside down. You can see the top of them is the colored bit, bright, beautiful pink color. And the black, if you can see black on the surface, that means they're upside down. And that's the surface that adheres to your project. So here we go. I'm just doing a little shake, shake. Oh, magic. It tips them all up the right way because they've got little ridges in these trays that tip them up the right way for you. So then I'm going to pick up my little wax. It's just got a wax tip, and you touch it and it'll pop it straight onto the thing for you. So you could do these with, you could use the glue for this project, but the tool, I just wanted to show you because it's just like magic. It's amazing. So I'm going to just go along this little surface here and put that down. Now obviously it's not glued yet. The tool makes it, does the adhesion magic. Okay, so I'm just placing these carefully down along this line. So I've got about, whoops, so I'm just using my finger to take it off the wax tipper thing. You could use your tweezers to do that too. So I've got 3 along there. Let's do a 4th right at the end here. So if I shake this bag right now, it would probably wriggle off. So just using my tweezers, or I could just use my finger to move them along to where you want them. So that's about where I want them. Okay, so those 1, 2, 3, 4 is what I'm working on here with this tool. And I don't want to, yeah, it's hot. It's warm. So you don't want to burn yourself with this. It's kind of like a glue gun, hot glue gun You don't want to burn yourself with a hot glue gun, so be careful. Use safety. This is the little holder that will hold it above your work surface because you don't want it lying on a piece of paper and getting it burning the house down, right? So it's such an easy way to embellish this butterfly. So this butterfly is from the set, what did I call it? This is a stencil from Essential Stencil, and the set is called Heartfelt Florals because it has in it, it has a beautiful heart as well. It has this florals and this gorgeous heart. So you can imagine you could embellish that as well with bedazzled, not bedazzled, Totally Dazzled. Okay, so this tool, you want to hold it straight up and down, directly over your thing. Now the reason we can go on those diamonds, those particular size, match the size of the tip that we have on our tool, okay? So I want to go straight down on top. I'm shaking because I'm nervous in front of you guys. We're going to go straight down on top, 15 seconds. Okay, count with me, 1, 2, 3, 4. It might slide, just slide it right back. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Lift, and that little guy, he is stuck. I cannot move it, okay? That's how easy it is. So here's your magic. Isn't this amazing? We've got the link for this rhinestone, the whole kit. It comes with so much. I've just gone through all that it comes with. Now, Mum and I were trying to count out loud and then we'd get distracted. So now I've just gotten distracted. I don't know how many seconds that is. Let's say 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And you're probably laughing at my accent now. Amazing. And you know, I probably am not even using, oops, see how much I'm shaking. I'm probably not even using seconds correctly. I'm not even counting properly, guys. But, you know, in the real world, when you're doing this yourself, you will, just hold it still, Sharon. Okay, 4. I've just literally just counted to 15. It's all in the instructions. It comes with a cool instruction kit. And Totally Dazzled has videos too, obviously, with experts that are much more expert than I am. Okay, so take the tips from all of their wonderful live ambassadors. This is me using it for literally only the second time. When you first put it down, I'm feeling a little bit of slide happening there, but once you get to about 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, then you know that it's going to stick solid. So I just wanted to show you that super quickly because that tool is amazing. And look, they don't fall off. So it's literally got on the underneath side that there's one that's turned over there, that black surface. I think that's the adhesion that literally gets heated up with the hot tool and it makes it stick. So that is how you can then stick to, so on the back of our instructions here in the Ultimate Rhinestone Applicator Kit, you have what materials you can use it on. Really easy to read chart. So the tool, Totally Dazzled Ultimate Rhinestone Applicator Tool, can be used for paper, cardstock, and fabric, and it's got a list of all the fabric. Then Gem Tack E6000 or similar glue, which is the B7000. This glue you use for glass, metal, plastic, rock, rubber, and wood. So because we've got wood signs, next thing I'm going to do is use the glue. So I'm going to place this super carefully over here out of the way so it can cool down. And I hope you enjoyed that little demo of the rhinestone kit, so that makes you feel less intimidated by that tool. And it also has the B7000 glue in it. And yes, if you're, I just saw someone commenting on my page who I know is from Australia. Yes, Totally Dazzled ships to Australia, which is fun. Okay, so that's that. Let's add, oh, I was going to add some rhinestone maybe. Now I haven't used the glue yet, so here I am practicing for the first time on the glue, and I wanted to use, so these are the rhinestones that come with different sizes. So we've got a S6 right up to SS20, so size 20. So one of these really large ones, I think these would look great. Now I could use my tweezers, I'm just going to use my fingers. I will probably need my tweezers though to bring it, and I think I would love to stick a bling there and a bling over here, and then one on the tip of the crown over here. Now, if I had the Totally Dazzled crown set, I could use that instead of this stencil, but I'm glad I've got the stencil. So our glue, look, maybe someone can tell me how to use the glue. I haven't used it yet. I practiced on the tool though. I'm really good at that. Okay, first time opening the glue. What do? I'm guessing I just put a dot down where I'm going to glue it, right? I hope that I don't have to, oh, there we go. Yes, how easy is that? And then shifting this one out the way, add my dab of glue. Guessing it dries clear. I haven't seen this glue in Australia, but maybe we have something similar. It's probably a similar glue. So we're just adding little rhinestone gems, and this is the largest size that you'll get in the, and these all come, there's hundreds, come with the rhinestone applicator kit tool. It's the ultimate, all right. It's got so much stuff in it, and it's great value too. Whoa. Now I'm going to slide it off a bit. Okay, so it's got this little spiky tip that you can pop that back in there, so that holds it there. So there is my cute elephant with his little crown bling at the top. Look at that shimmering. I love it. Totally dazzled. I love it. Okay, now with this monkey with the bananas on his head. Poor monkey. I'm sorry, but you just look too cute. And his sunglasses or his glasses on. I had something from our... So here's some more rhinestone. Look, the other thing I thought I could do, I wanted to put something in the elephant's trunk, and I thought a key, but why would an elephant have a key? Look, it's got love. Oh my goodness, in this key pack, I just saw this one. It has the word love on there, and you could have the elephant with a little key in its trunk with the word love on there. I might even do that. And the monkey, I got the checked bronze, the antique bronze checkered set. Now they come in bronze, rose gold, yellow gold, silver, I think are the 4 colours they come in. Totally dazzled. Use my links. I'd love you to use my links that we've got up in the description of the live up there, guys. So this is the butterfly that comes with the checkered kit. And I'm just going to add that. I think it looks like a cute little thing to add there. And see, of course, with that monkey set, I don't know where I put the rest of the stencils. Oh yeah, it has that bonus stencil that I'm going to add these leaves down to the bottom here, I think, but I just want some green paint to do that, and I forgot to get the green paint out. But I could either use the glue to add those, I believe, or I could use my hot glue gun. Oh, I feel like it's run out of battery. I think my glue gun has run out of battery. So that's not going to work. I'm going to have to use my glue. It's hot, but it must have just run out as I'm doing my project. All right, so I may just need to use this glue. Someone can confirm with me. Oh yes, Sandy, that's a great idea. I could put rhinestones on the corners of his glasses. That would look great too. Actually, I could put stones around the rim of his glasses also. So much you can do with these. I will use this little glue, and hopefully this will be enough to make it stick. Does anyone know? Look, if it doesn't stick, I'll go back to using my glue gun, but I'm going to just pop this all around the center of that there. I don't know how long this glue takes to dry either. So if there's any Totally Dazzled experts here, oh my goodness, I can't see the... yeah, let me know. Taking all the hints I can get. I did go on and watch some of their ambassadors on Totally Dazzled. They're amazing. Great help. Yes, Essential Stencils reminding you, you do need to enter the coupon code TDES25 to get your 25% off at that link that they've provided right there for you using Essential Stencil. Oh, guys, this is working. Look, we have a monkey with a butterfly, a checkered butterfly. See, the other thing I thought was I could do like a little checkered border around here, black and white border that would make the, you know, that all tie in with the little check there. And I think I want to do something fun with this key, and I only just noticed now that it has the word love on it. I think that is adorable. I love some of these keys. This is a really tiny one. And it has diamantes in the key. So let me hold that up super close so you can see. Ignore my fingernails there. It has the word love. Isn't that just the sweetest? And there's all these little diamantes on here. So I could have him holding the key love on there. Yes, Jean's agreeing a border would be nice on these, or even a frame. I could frame them with a wood frame or something, so I'll have to have a look at doing that. Okay, so I'm going to add the glue. Is this, does anyone know, is this like super glue? Is it going to stick my fingers to the piece if I touch it? You know, I'm just not sure. Never used it before. It smells similar to our super glue here in Australia, so I'm just being careful that I don't glue myself to my project. Oh my goodness. Oh. This is the trickiest part, is trying to find that little spiky hole to pop the glue back in. That's a great idea though, have that so that it doesn't stop up with glue, because that's just the worst, isn't it? So we could do things like with, I remember saying earlier, the Essential Stencil detail brushes. We could get those and add some detail to our flowers. We could colour in the elephant if you wanted to. So many things you could do with those. Those brushes are available on Essential Stencil's site. If they're not, if they're sold out, just there is, I'm pretty sure there's somewhere there that you can actually click a button and say you know, let me know when these are back in stock. So there's our butterfly bling on our monkey, and I'm going to add some leaves to him. I don't even know, I've lost all track of time, you guys. Let me see. It's right nearly almost on an hour. So let's see. I'm going to go back to over here where, we're going to be picking some winners also, guys, from our live today. So there's our love key with the elephant. And it does have some rhinestone bling up here. If you missed earlier, if you didn't catch that, I showed you also how to use the Rhinestone Ultimate Rhinestone Applicator Kit, and the tool there that there's so much in that kit that it's really great value. You can add some bling. You could do this for gift cards. You could use it for, imagine these animals on a gift bag would make a perfect baby gift idea. And also you can use that tool to apply it on fabric. Now, someone mentioned canvas shoes, denim jackets. My goodness, the possibilities, hey? The possibilities. Let me just see if I can grab this. Oh, there's our winners. I can see you guys. All right, so thank you guys so much for watching today. Here it all is, introducing the Bling and Stencil Crafting Challenge. All about it on that link that we've provided right there for you. I just want to be able to see who our winners are, so I'm going to have to click that comment there. Now, our winners today are Renee, is that how you say your name? Renee, Imos, Mordetta, and Maureen. So you can email support@essentialstencil.com. Let them know you're a winner on Sharon's live today. And I have really enjoyed that today. I was super nervous to start with because I'm like, I've not used Totally Dazzled before. How do I use this tool and all of that? But I had a lot of fun. So if you are here from Totally Dazzled, welcome. And if you're watching one of our regular Essential Stencil people, I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope you'll go and take part in our challenge this week. You've got until May the 8th to take part. So if I was you, I would be ordering before Friday to guarantee that you can get the product. And don't forget 25% off using the code TDES25. And don't forget to use the hashtag when you're posting your picture to be in it. Got to be in it to win it. All right, huge shopping spree challenge. So there's a lot of fun in that. I have enjoyed it, and I will see you again, folks, next week on Essential Stencils page. Bye.